Welcome to our Prepaid Returns and Returnless Resolutions training. As a seller, you probably spend a lot of time thinking about how to put your products in the hands of customers. But sometimes products need to come back to you. In this video, we'll explain two options that can make things easier when managing returns for your seller-fulfilled products: prepaid returns and returnless resolutions. It's always wonderful when a customer loves something they buy. But customers also expect that if a product is defective or isn't right for them, they can return it for a refund or a replacement. Let's take clothing, for example. If a customer wants to buy a pair of shoes in the Amazon store, they can't just try them on. A customer might be worried about getting stuck with shoes that don't fit and might be afraid to buy shoes online even if they see the perfect listing. With prepaid returns, however, the customer can be confident that they can return the shoes if they don't fit right. Since they won't have to pay for the return postage up front, the customer also won't have to pay more if they need to return the shoes and might be more willing to make a purchase. In the U.S., Amazon automatically authorizes returns for products that fall within our return policy. We provide customers with prepaid return shipping labels on your behalf through Buy Shipping services. We also automatically issue prepaid return labels for most items when sellers have a domestic return address. Otherwise, you'll need to generate those labels yourself. Outside of the U.S., return policies vary. To check the settings for the regional stores where you sell, open the Settings menu by selecting the gear icon in the upper right of Seller Central. Then select Return Settings from the drop-down list. Under the General Settings tab on the Return Settings page, you can see the current return authorization and label type for each store, as well as where to enroll in Amazon prepaid return labels if available. Refer to the Returns help pages for your specific store to learn more about prepaid returns outside of the U.S. The Manage Return Addresses tab lets you set your return address for each store. You must have a domestic return address for each store in which you sell. The Return Program Settings tab allows you to set options for the free returns program. These are different from standard prepaid returns because with free returns, you can't deduct the cost of return shipping from the refund you provide customers once you get your return. Free returns are attractive to customers because they help them feel like they can make purchases without risk. If you pick up a golf club in the store and it doesn't feel right in your hand, you don't have to pay to put it back, right? So if a customer can buy a golf club in the Amazon store with free returns, they'll feel confident they can get a full refund if they send the golf club back. In the U.S. store, you can choose to offer free returns for all, some, or none of your items. However, free returns are mandatory for all fashion items other than luggage in some regions. So you may not have the option of charging for returns for those products. As needed, use the Free Returns template to specify which products you've chosen to have free returns. You can set up a Free Returns template or templates for other return settings by selecting Manage Return Templates to the right of the tabs. Once you're on the Manage Return Templates page, select Learn More for more information about specific templates and how to use them. Note that you can only use the return templates if you're part of the Prepaid Labels program. Depending on your region, you may be automatically enrolled in this program. Sometimes you may prefer to issue a refund without having the customer send a product back to you. Perhaps the cost of shipping is more than the product is worth, for example. For cases like these, you can arrange a returnless refund. You'll find these options under the Resolutions tab on the Return Settings page. Once here, select the Create a Returnless Resolution Rule button. Name your rule, then select the product category, return reason, regional store where you want your rule to apply, and average selling price. Then click Save. Now, when a customer requests a return that aligns with a rule you set, you can use a returnless refund. Note that this won't apply to orders placed before the rule was made. If you cancel the rule, any orders placed before you canceled will still be subject to that rule. Sometimes you may want to offer returnless refunds only for certain products within a category. In this case, you'll need to use the Returnless Resolution template from the Manage Return Templates page. Once again, you can select Learn More on that screen for more information about setting up return templates. You may also want to issue a refund without a return if a product is defective and can't be resold. In our shoe example, if the customer's shoes arrived at their house with a sole detached, you might not want them back. In cases like this, you can also arrange a returnless refund with the customer for that specific item through messaging. To issue a refund for a return request, start by clicking the icon with 3 horizontal lines in the top left corner to open the Seller Central main menu. Next, click Orders, followed by Manage Returns. On the Manage Returns page, you can search directly for an order or view returns by type. Find the order you want to refund and select the Issue Refund button. On the next page, select the reason for the refund, then select Refund Options. Depending on the return, you may be responsible for the cost of return shipping. For example, if you ship an incorrect or damaged product, you can't deduct the original shipping or return shipping costs from the refund. You must provide a full refund to the buyer. You must also provide a full refund for returns that align with Amazon policy for fashion items. For customer fault returns, such as accidental order or better price available, you can deduct the cost of return shipping from the refund. If you've opted into free returns, you won't deduct return shipping from any refund made for a return that aligns with Amazon policy. Remember, customers may find your products more appealing if they know they won't have to pay for return shipments. As you've seen, you have many different options for processing returns and refunds. Consider the products in your catalog carefully and choose the option or options that are best for you. You may want to arrange free returns on some products and returnless refunds on others, and that's fine. When making your choice, always think about the customer. If you were making a purchase online and something wasn't right with the order, what would you want a seller to do? Approaching returns and refunds with your customers in mind can encourage them to purchase from you again, even after a return. This concludes our Prepaid Returns and Returnless Resolutions training. Thank you and happy selling in the Amazon store.